You all have seen these two definitions many times before. Our definition is given by Arthur Samuel, another is given by Tom Mitchell. Very traditional and well-known definitions of machine learning, and everybody writes actually to start with the class of machine learning with these two definitions. The first one says machine learning is the field of study that gives computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Okay. Uh, if I say from the beginning that machine learning is a domain or subdomain of artificial intelligence. Okay. So what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the, you can say as the name suggests, to make a machine artificially intelligent. Okay. Uh, Artificial means non-human, and intelligence means ability to think and do the work of its own. So how can a machine be made artificially intelligent? There are few steps of making a machine artificially intelligent. First is you have to put some knowledge in it, right? I have to put some knowledge in it. This is called, this process is called knowledge representation and reasoning. This is the first part or first step of making a machine artificially intelligent. The second part is learning. This part is nothing but called machine learning. We want to make a machine artificially intelligent, so first we have to put some knowledge in it. Then with this knowledge, the machine will learn. So this part is, this sub part of artificial intelligence is a separate subject that is called machine learning. And the next part of making a machine intelligent is problem solving, and then the linguistic, the output part is there. Linguistic intelligence and the perception parts that are different. So this is why machine learning is called a subset or a subject within the artificial intelligence. Okay, now is this clear? Well, so here are the definitions. Machine learning is the field of study that gives computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Fine. Machine will learn itself, or it will learn like a human without being explicitly programmed. Fine. And the another definition, a computer program is said to learn from experience E with respect to some task T and some performance measure P if its performance on T as measured by P improves with experience T, just like the human. It will learn from the experience. If the machine can do that, then we can say the machine is being intelligent. Okay. Now the aim, the primary aim is to allow the computers learn automatically. Okay, as I have said earlier, our aim is to allow the computers, the machines. Here instead of computer, I should have written machine. It will be better. Okay. The primary aim is to allow the machines learn automatically without human intervention or assistance and adjust actions accordingly. Just let it be free to learn automatically. Okay. The second aim, machine learning, is based on the idea that there exist some patterns that in the data that were identified and used for future predictions. Okay. And the difference from hard coding rules is that the machine learns on its own to find such rules. Again, no hard coding or no hard programming should be there. This is the aim. Okay. Now, this is the AI versus machine learning. Just I have written the lines that I have told you earlier. Machine learning is a branch of AI or artificial intelligence concerned with the design and development of algorithms and allow computers to evolve behavior based on the empirical data. Or in other words, machine learning is an application of AI that provides systems the ability to automatically learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. Okay, it will learn automatically. Now, types of machine learning. There are three types of learning: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforced. I will not going into details. Here are the supervised learning. The common supervised learning algorithms are nearest neighbor, or we say it KNN, K nearest neighbor, naive-based decision trees, the regression algorithms, the linear regression part, the support vector machine, some parts of neural networks, etc. Why it is called supervised learning? Here, in the supervised learning, uh, some teacher is there, and teacher has selected the questions and the answers, and you have to just remember it. The teacher has selected the questions and the answer, you have to just remember it, the questions and the answers. This is how you are learning. This is called supervised learning under the teacher's supervision. Fine. And the what is called unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning, there is no teacher, and you are learning. There is no teacher, and you have the questions. Okay, and you are learning by yourself. The patterns, what are the patterns, the answer type. By knowing this information, you are learning yourself. The feedback system is active here. So supervised learning is, here's the human experts. I am just reading the last bullet. Here the human experts act as the teacher, where we feed the computer with training data containing the input, and we show it the correct answers, that is the output. And from the data, the computer, and from the data, the computer should be able to learn the patterns. Okay, this is just like spoon feeding, the supervised learning. And in unsupervised, see, I am reading the last bullet. Here, there is no teacher at all. Actually, the computer might be able to teach you new things after it learns the pattern in data. Sorry. These algorithms are particularly useful in cases where the human expert doesn't know what to look for in the data. It is just the clustering type. Okay. Here is the supervised learning, the proper labeling of data. The proper labeling of data. It is already being said that if the color is yellow, if the shape is like this, if it has a smell, if it is sweet in taste, it is mango. Already being said, labeled. So we can divide the data into three classes, three separate classes. But unsupervised learning, it is first assuming, okay, this within these 50 fruits, these 5 fruits has this similar types of shapes. Let it put in a basket. These 5 fruits is orange in color. Okay, then put it in this basket. This is how the system is learning. So the 3 or 4 separate baskets are called 3 or 4 separate clusters. This is unsupervised learning. They are separated by learning the patterns and the features, by seeing the features, and it is divided into clusters, not classes. It is unlabeled data and divided into clusters, and supervised or labeled data divided into classes. Okay, clear? Another type is reinforcement learning. The reinforcement learning, actually it is gaining knowledge from the environment itself. Whether the output that I am pretending or I am assuming it is rewarding or not. If I am getting a reward, then okay, I am going into the right direction. If it is risking my life or the reward is minimizing, well, then I am going into the wrong direction. So I have to change my direction. This is the main path of reinforcement learning. I am reading the last bullet again. It aims at using observations gathered from the interaction with the environment to take actions that would maximize the reward or minimize the risk. Reinforcement learning algorithm, it is called the agent, continuously learns from the environment in an iterative fashion. In the process, the agent learns from the experiences of the environment until it explores the full range of possible states. Well, the examples: Q learning, deep adversarial networks, and so on. Okay. So, supervised learning algorithms, the regression algorithms, the classification algorithms, the prediction algorithms are fallen into the supervised learning algorithm category, and the clustering algorithms are unsupervised, and the decision making, the robot path control, or the how to play chess, this decision making type algorithm is done or is made by reinforced learning algorithm. Okay, now the as I have told already, we will discuss about the application part more. So I am ending the technical part here. Just the brief outline of the learning: supervised, unsupervised, and the reinforced. A very, very, very brief outline of these three. Okay. Okay, this is the area. See the Venn diagram type of this diagram, the diagram on the right hand side. The big circle, the light blue colored big circle is the AI, artificial intelligence. Within AI, a subject is called machine learning. Okay. Within machine learning, the another very well known fields, neural network, fallen under machine learning. Deep learning, a very popular field in today's time. The deep learning is fallen under the category neural networks, so a subcategory of machine learning. And the data science, the big data, are again separate subjects, but they are also foreign. Some areas of big data analysis or some areas of data science are also foreign into the AI and machine learning and neural network and deep learning. So all the subjects are too much of common fields actually. Okay, so they are all related. If you if you are thinking from the application part, you will see this all parts are related. Okay, how we will just coming. So areas covered in machine learning: brain-computer interface, the pattern recognition, cloud computing, big data, robotics, quantum machine learning. These all subjects. These are separate subjects. Uh, in we will read sometimes. So these subjects have some areas that covered in machine learning. Okay, these are all related. Now, machine learning applications. What are the applications? Yes, in medical domain there are vast applications. Uh, Data mining, bioinformatics, speech and handwriting, product categorization, in inertial measurement, information retrieval. But we will concentrate, or we will focus, or focus will be on the daily application or day-to-day application, or today we will focus on the apps that we use in our mobile or our computer. So the medical diagnosis or the application of machine learning in medical domain, this is, this can be a separate class. There are vast application of machine learning in medical domain. Today's world, medical domain uses a lot of machine learning, but I am not going into details of this. I am first starting with this term, Facebook and Google, the two most popular, and you can say in this digital world, the two most useful app in our Android device, or in our mobile or laptop, right? So how Facebook, this will be seems interesting, I think, the application of machine learning in Facebook. Okay, I am saying I am not going into the technical part in very details. As you can understand, the technical part behind each and every small algorithms. The here you can see the facial recognition. If I want to go into details of that, this would be take 10 or 20 classes, I think, the total image processing part I have to read. So we will just overview the application part. Fine. So first application or first use of machine learning in Facebook. Yes, the facial recognition part, the tagging part. Okay, it seems very easier, or it seems very normal that well, Facebook is recognizing my face everywhere, or if I want to tag a friend, before my tagging, Facebook is recognizing it. Well, her name is that. The below the photo, the name is coming. In generally, if you see like this, then it seems very normal. Facebook can do it. But is this a very easy thing to do? Very not. I have written a very large paragraph about this. Actually, I could not understand what to discard and what to include. So these are the total thing I have written. Not much technical, but the uses, the application part. Okay. So the face recognition and the tagging part. These are the two facial recognition part in Facebook. Fine. Okay. If you have your tag suggestions or face recognition turned on in Facebook, that means first Facebook is providing you are providing the permission of facial recognition. Fine. Then here comes a machine learning. A machine learning system is there inbuilt in the Facebook. Fine. Facebook app. The real effort of many engineers are behind this small, very small application, only this tagging part. Okay. Then the machine learning system analyzes the pixels of the face. See, this small tagging part, there's so much thing is happening behind. Just we are tagging a face. And in the fraction of second, the machine learning system is active. It is analyzing the pixels of the face of that image and create a template. Okay? And create a template within a fraction of a second. This template is nothing but basically a string of a number, string of numbers. Okay? The pixel values. Okay. Now, the template for me and the template for you should be different. This is nothing but unique identification. For Facebook, this is nothing but just like the fingerprints. This is just like facial fingerprint. It is unique for every individual. That means for million and trillion Facebook customers, the facial fingerprint should be different for everyone. Okay, this is another challenge for Facebook. Okay, and another challenge is it has to remember this unique facial fingerprint. For me, it has to remember it. For you, it has to remember it. Why? When it will see this face again, so that it can be able to tag it again. So it has to remember the facial fingerprint every time. Fine. Okay. So the machine learning system and the big data system, isn't it? It is analyzing so many faces. So the database is huge. So it is fallen under the subject big data also. The big data and the machine learning, the image processing part, together is doing this work. Okay. And in the last 3 bullets, I have written about the newly updated photos and videos. In case any newly uploaded photo or video on Facebook includes your face, but you have not been tagged, the facial recognition system can recognize your template and send you a notification. This is also very common to all of you. If you want to be tagged or not, this type of notification also comes, right? Also, if another user tries to upload your picture, the Facebook again notify you that this person is wanting to, the unknown person, definitely the unknown person, is wanting to upload your picture. This is the security part also. This has the security part. It should be. The facial recognition in conjugation with other accessibility options can also inform people with visual impairment if they are in a photo or video. Okay. So this is the facial recognition, the auto tagging, the work behind the auto tagging, and the facial recognition of Facebook. Okay. I have told you the without going into technical details, I have tried to tell you a very brief overview of this type of tagging. Now the textual analysis. I have not found any picture of this, the textual analysis. Okay. What is this? This is again the deep learning part is there. Only not only the photos or videos. Facebook has to remember, Facebook has to know many subjects, many languages, and its details, and it has to understand the subject by itself. It has to understand the subject. So the grammar, idioms, slangs, it has to know everything of that particular language. Okay. Here that I have written, to understand and manage the text in a correct manner, Facebook uses deep text. This is nothing but use of deep learning, which is a text engine based on deep learning that can understand thousands of posts in a second in more than 20 languages with as much accuracy as you can. Okay. So, the second bullet says it has to understand the grammars, idioms, the slang words, context, etc. And the third bullet says, sentence you have written, I love Apple. Facebook has to understand whether you want to tell about a fruit, or you want to tell about a Android company. So Facebook has to understand that what is the context behind it. The deep text will understand this. Okay. And the fourth bullet says the complexity part, the multiple language part. So the traditional language processing was there, but now the deep learning, when the deep learning method is so popular, Facebook, by using the deep learning method, the textual understanding part, textual analysis part has been made very much easier for Facebook. The use of deep learning in textual analysis. Next is the advertising part. When I am opening the Facebook, every time some shopping app is there. Okay. Just as because I love shopping. So maybe some for this person, here the arrow is there, tire and auto service. Maybe the Facebook says from the earlier database, from the post, from the likes, and so on. Facebook understand that this person may like the cars. So or this person has this type of car, so it is advertising the tire and auto service. Or for some people, the some restaurant ad is coming, or some travel blog is coming as advertisement. Okay. How is this possible? This is done using, again, deep learning. It is analyzing your age, your gender, your location, your page likes, your interest, and even your mobile data to profile you, to select categories, and then show you ads specifically targeted towards this category. And Facebook has some big data companies. There are some big data companies. Sorry, Epsilon, Axiom, Datalogics, Brukai. These are some big data companies, and they are the partners of Facebook for handling this type of data. Facebook has no right to see the mobile data, but maybe these companies has. So Facebook is the partner of this type of big data companies so that Facebook can use their data. Okay. Well, this is the, for me, the third bullet is appropriate. Suppose that the data collected from your online interests, field of study, shopping history, restaurant charges, etc. So Facebook's deep learning network has seen that you have visited this page. This is your shopping history. This is your page likes. So now your age is this, your gender is this, and your location is this. You are living in Calcutta, this location. So Facebook can give the advertisement. Facebook can provide the restaurant advertisement or the shopping mall discount advertisement in your page. Okay. Okay. Then the ads you are shown will likely cater to this category, shown the most relevant and useful ad you can see. Okay. And the last line is very important within bracket, so that why Facebook is doing so that Facebook generates more revenue, of course. Okay, from these ads Facebook is getting money. Okay, auto translation part. The auto translation part is okay, but every time I found this is very ridiculous translation. It is my opinion. Okay, Facebook has an in-house translator. Okay, this is also the hard work or hard effort of many engineers behind this small translation part. In-house translator, and simply convert the text from one language to another by clicking the C translator. Okay, the machine learning is behind it. Newsfeed. Newsfeed is again a very popular view or very popular field in Facebook. Again, how Facebook is getting the data, so that it is feeding Facebook newsfeed according to your choice. Different photos, videos, articles, links, or updates from your friends, family, or business you like show up in your personal Facebook newsfeed. Okay, according to a complex system of ranking that is managed by a machine learning algorithm. Some factors are there. Well, I am not discussing these factors. Okay, so these are the very common uses of machine learning in Facebook that we see every time, but we don't think too much. The tagging, it is done automatically. We are not thinking how the text can be understood. We are not thinking how the advertisements are come. Again, we are not thinking the translation, the news feed. So all these small applications have machine learning behind it. Okay. Another, Google. Not only Google search, I am starting from Gmail. Okay, I am starting from your mail, the Gmail. Not only Gmail, Yahoo Mail also. Nowadays, every your mailbox is using machine learning. So, how Google uses Gmail? There are so much applications of Google. First is Gmail, next is Google Search, Google Map, Google Assistant, and so on. Okay, in Gmail, where the machine learning is has been used, the categorizing part. Remember, or open your Gmail account, the primary mails, the promotions, the social. I think three parts or more. I can't remember. The mails are categorizing into primary mails, the promotions, and the social part. Okay, so that the you can see your desired bots. The primary mail, of course, will be in front of us every time. And if you wish, you can see the promotions or you can see the social networking mails as you like. So this is the filtration and the labeling. Okay. And again, the spam filter and the the spam filter and the malware detection. This parts were this part was there from the beginning. This spam detection and the malware detection parts, this were there. But the new thing that Google Mail, Gmail has introduced, that is filtration and labeling of mails. Okay. So, and another thing that you have noticed, that is the replies, the smart replies. When you are composing a mail, and the subject part. Have you noticed that the subject part is coming automatically? Or you just you have not to finish the sentence. It is smartly, it is adding the remaining part. If you think that this should be my sentence, then you can put it or you can discard it. Fine. So this is the smart replies. Smart sentence and smart replies are also there in the below of the mail. Okay, great. The thank you. This type of smart replies are ready. You can just click it and the reply will go automatically. Okay. This is the invention of Google using machine learning. Okay. So first is filtration and labeling of mails. The user intervention is used to tune to its threshold, and when a user marks a message in a consistent direction, Gmail itself performs a real-time increment to its threshold, and that's how Gmail learns for future and later uses those results for categorization. Okay. And smart replies is not just in English. It is being supported in 4 languages now: Spanish, French, Italian, and Portuguese. Now next is Google search. I have just written 3 lines about Google search because the Google handle trillions of data in a second. The application of big data was started with Google. The application of big data or the big data subject was invented for Google for managing the vast data of Google search. So just I can say that the big data analysis and the machine learning, these 2 subjects are just behind of this Google search engine. The Google search, when you are giving a just you can check, just type weather, in your Google search engine and see, it will give the weather report. At the first page, it will give the weather report of your place. Okay, I am sitting here I am sitting in Paitpara, Kolkata. If I type weather in the Google engine, it will give the weather report of this place only, not for the whole Kolkata also. It will give the weather report for only my place or my surroundings or for my building also. Fine. So much of data Google can handle. You all can do that. Just type weather now and you can see how Google can manage this big data. The GPS, of course, the GPS or the mapping technologies are behind. The big data is behind, but Google search engine is so much advanced. Or when you are giving the first three letters, it will guess the total word. Or you are giving two words, it is guessing the total sentence. Definitely, the machine learning, the deep learning and the machine learning is behind it. Okay. So, the main technology behind Google search, this is just I can say there are big data and machine learning is behind it. Without this, I even cannot tell it more. Now, Google Map. Here is the picture of Google Map. It is estimating the time. If you are walking, it is taking this much time. If you are in car, this is taking this much time. By train, this is taking this much time. You can arrive by at the AM or at the PM, or the here there are much more traffic. Here the traffic will be lighter and so on. So just behind this Google Map also so much of technology is there, right? So this is also application of machine learning. Okay. uh, Again, the Google Assistant. Next, using in TV now, Google Assistant ad is there. You can see ask Google. I think the tagline is Google hai to possible hai, or like this. So this is Google Assistant. It will help, it will assist you everyday task. Okay. The nearby restaurant or movie tickets. It is or navigation. This type of information you can get using Google Assistant. Okay. Also a very common application in today's life. Now Google Photo. Okay. So Google Photo, the main advancement of Google Photo is the in this Google Photo, it can categorize your collection of photos, or it can make your album. It can make your album. Fine. So according to the place you visited, according to the dates, whether the photos are during this specific period, you were on this place, you was on office. This type of information it is taking, and it is creating its own album and showing it to you. Is this okay or not? So this is the Google album. Again, machine learning. The OK Google again, language processing and machine learning. The speech recognition first, then it is converting it audio to text using neural network, deep neural network actually. And again, using the your voice, your command, it is understanding, it is learning, and from the data, from the data you have provided or the data it has already, it is done, it will follow your command. Fine. So this is again application of neural network machine learning. Again, Google Translator. Just like the Facebook Translator, Google Translator is uh, its domain is much more vast domain. Google Music and Spotify again. Here also, Google Music is uh, can handle up to 50,000 of songs of your choice, and it can suggest music according to your uh, past played music, the music you have played in the past, the music depending on your mood also, it can suggest music. Okay, so this is Google Music or Spotify. So this is the uses of Google. Gmail, the filtering part and the smart replies part, the Google search engine, definitely, the Google Map, Google Assistant, Google Photos, OK Google, Google Translate, and the Google Music. Okay. Sample picture of Google Translator and so on. Fine. Here, up to this, you can see the machine learning is it nothing but we are discussing the machine learning uses in today's application, that the most common apps, the Google apps and the Facebook app, the most how machine learning is used in the most common or most useful apps. Okay, and most of them are becoming so advanced. These apps are becoming so advanced after the development of neural network, and you can say the deep neural network, the deep learning. Most of them has got its advancement or popularity. The Spotify, the OK Google, this is getting so popular after the development of deep learning. So that deep learning is so popular today. Deep learning has a vast application in today's world. Okay, Google and Facebook is the proof. Google and Facebook, you can see that Google and Facebook uses these are all very small applications. Very small application. You can see the tagging part or the OK Google part. When we are using, it seems to be very small applications, very minor applications maybe, but the behind technology is not at all small or minor. Okay, very critical technology is uh, behind of this Google Translate, say, or OK Google part. Fine. So that deep learning is so important. Okay. Now the Google and Facebook says everything, I think, but excluding these two, excluding this Google and Facebook, also there are other search engines also. Okay, Bing is there and other search engines are there. They are also are using machine learning today, but not as popular as Google, but they are also using it. Just I am reading. Google and other search engines use machine learning to improve the search results for you. Every time you execute a search, the algorithms at the back end keep a watch at how you respond to the result, as I was telling. Okay. If you open the top results and stay on the web page for long, the search engines assume that the result it displayed were in accordance to the query. Okay. How it is understanding your choice. This is the method. Similarly, if you reach the second or third page, okay, of the search result but do not open any of the results, the search engine estimates that the result served did not match requirement. Fine. This is how it is guessing. This way, the algorithms working at the back end improve the search result. The next time, the next time when you will give the uh, same search, it may not show the second or third page. It will show some different page, as because it is every time it is changing and it is learning. Okay. Now, email, email filtration, as I have told you, now the email filtration and the spam and the malware. Okay. There are a number of filtering approaches. Here, it is also spam filtering also fallen under this category. There are a number of filtering approaches that email clients use to ascertain that these filters are continuously updated. They are powered by machine learning. Multi-layer perception. This is multi-layer perception is if you know this, the neural network, the perceptron is nothing but uh, the neural network, one part of neural network, backpropagation, the perceptron algorithms fallen under the neural network subject. The decision tree, decision tree again, supervised classification algorithm. Okay.